There's our peregrine falcon at Snoqualmie Falls. She was on the other side of the falls earlier today, and she joined the mate. He come back, and they flew together and displayed. Looked like they did the handoff, and looks like she's had something to eat. So she's been sitting here for 45 minutes to an hour waiting for him to come back, and she's been stretching and printing a little bit. So we've been enjoying our bird watching today, and they should be ready to lay some eggs any day now, because last year they laid their first egg on St. Patrick's Day. We've had a little bit of rain now and snow, so I think they're going to be a few days behind here if they're going to lay an egg. But they've nested here for several years, and we're all excited and happy to announce it looks like they're going to be here again this year. It's a beautiful spot for a falcon nest at Snoqualmie Falls, Washington. It's just absolutely gorgeous up here, and to see these birds, they're just magnificent. You can see how alert she is. She's always looking to the left and the right. She's keeping an eye out for the male, and his job is to go out and catch some food and bring it back, because once they have the young and she's incubating, he's got to get all the food and bring it back and feed her and himself, and then later her and the babies. So he's going to be a busy guy. And these are the fastest creatures on the planet Earth. They can dive at about 275 miles an hour, they documented them. It's the peregrine falcon. And again, we're at Snoqualmie Falls, Washington, and enjoying it very much. I think we'll call that good then. Over and out. Enjoy the movie. There's our peregrine falcon on the nest at Snoqualmie Falls. The mist is blowing by. I believe this is the male sitting here. Earlier he relieved the female. She was on the eggs all night, so she's taking her break and he's doing his turn on the eggs. So in a little bit she'll come back and then take over on the eggs. We're at Snoqualmie Falls. It's an overcast day. There's mist blowing. And this is the male on the eggs while the female's taking a break. And she's been gone maybe half hour, so in a few more minutes she'll come back and get on the eggs, and then he'll take off and go do some hunting. And we're all excited about it. It's the first bird in the area that started on eggs already. Again, we're at Snoqualmie Falls, Washington, and this is our peregrine falcon eyrie. And they've nested here for several years. We don't know how many eggs they have yet, but we're going to keep an eye on them. They should hatch about Easter Sunday, and then 5.5 weeks after they hatch, the young fly off the nest. So we're just enjoying the day here and sharing our spotting scope with some of the people so they can see the peregrine. And if the sun comes out and the fog goes away, the mist just blows in and out and kind of gives us a whiteout. Now you can see them really good, but as soon as the fog blows in, it kind of distorts it. I'll just let it run a little longer here. It's fairly clear now. The fog is lifted or blown away, or the mist. And he seems to be enjoying that too. He probably gets tired of having a sauna every 5 minutes. The female is over on the rock trying to sun herself, and his job is to take care of the eggs until she comes back. We'll call that good then. Over and out, and enjoy the movie. Okay, here we are at Snoqualmie Falls, and this is the female peregrine falcon feeding her chicks. She's on the ledge right straight across. It's about 200 yards. We're all excited about it. We waited about 45 minutes, and then she flew in with some food. She's been feeding them for a while. And that's they're pure white, so they blend right in with the whitewash, but she's just working her head and getting that food divvied up for the youngsters. They hatched out on the 24th of April, and today is, I think, May the 4th, so we're all excited about it. From hatch to flight is about 5.5 weeks, so they're one of the fastest growing birds there are on the planet. They are, by the way, the fastest creature on the planet. They can dive at 275 miles an hour. They've been nesting every year here for several years now. So many people come up to watch them, but a lot of people don't realize they're over there because it's such a distance. We're happy to report that at last count there was 4 babies in the nest, and she's feeding away here doing a good job. So if everything goes successful this year, we should have 4 new peregrine falcons. Oh yeah, they're having a good time. It's fairly warm. It's up into the 50s, high 50s today, so the youngsters don't need to be incubated so much, and she's just going ahead and giving them a good feed. I'm shooting with a Sony camcorder with a 70 extended zoom. I can go back and show you how far away they are. It's quite a distance. All the way back here. It's about 200 yards. I'll come back in. Now we're getting the mist. That's from the falls, the mist. Now that'll blow away, it'll be clear. Try not to get it on our lens, but it's like a little rainstorm. But that's her, right in the white there, bobbing her head up and down, tearing up the food for the youngsters. She'll feed one, then the other. She has 4 of them to feed, so everything should work out this year. We'll be happy to have 4 babies. And again, it's quite a distance, about 200 yards to the nest. So that's got me maxed out on my camera, so I didn't get her flying in. We got movies earlier, the baby's in the nest waiting, so. And then she came in, so now we're getting a good movie. I went over the Snoqualmie Pass and over by Ellensburg and Yakima on the Canyon Road, and I made movies of bald eagle, a golden eagle, and there's a prairie falcon eyrie over there, and a great horned owl's nest. So we actually have 2 prairie falcon eyries over there we know of now, and we're working on the 3rd one. So, but anyway, at Snoqualmie Falls here, we're doing very good. Babies have hatched, got 4 of them, and Mama's taking care of them. So the weather gets good, we'll go. Oh, I think she's going to fly now. She's turning a little bit here. See what she's doing here. She's right on the ledge. She might be feeding the other one there. It looked like she was changing positions. Anyway, it's very exciting. Be here at feeding time. You wait a long time, you never know when you're gonna get a good video. Now you can see her pretty good there. Yeah, she's feeding away, enjoying it very much. Oh yeah, there she goes. She just flew. How terrific is that? Well, let's see what the babies are doing now. They just got fed, and they should be energized enough to jump around a little bit. They're pretty tiny, but they should give us a little boost. So we're very lucky to get her flying out. We got it on video. We'll put it on YouTube tonight. So that's her flying out after the feed. So enjoy the video, and bye-bye. Well, here are the babies in the nest. I'll back off, show you how far away this is. It's a long ways. They're about 200 yards to the nest. Now I'll come in slowly, very slowly. You can see the black shape of the dinosaur and the white dot on the left-hand side. That's the nest. Now I'll come in slow. That's what we look for when we're standing here by the rail. You look for the black dinosaur shape on the rock, and then you see the white speck in the green. That's the nest. Now I'll come in slowly. I've got 70 digital zoom on my Sony camcorder. So there we are. So we're supposed to have 4 babies in here. So if Mama will show up now, we'll get a very good movie of it. But it's very difficult to predict when she'll come in. She's been gone for quite a while. It's fairly cool, so I'm thinking any minute now she should come in to try to keep the babies warm. So we'll hang out here a little bit longer and see if we can't catch it just right. I haven't seen either one of the adults. When I first came here, the youngsters were standing up, all of them, and just kind of taking it easy, so we're all excited about that. But now they've laid down, probably to keep warm, so we'll call that good then, and we'll get prepared for when the parents show up. Over and out, and enjoy the video. Well, here's our peregrine falcon. She just got done feeding the chicks, and the sun come out, so you can see her standing there, really proud of her babies. She got all of them fed, and like I say, we got a little bit of sunlight now. Our lighting's good. And we're at Snoqualmie Falls. She's looking straight across here now, and we don't have the mist blowing around much, so making for a very good movie. Our lighting's coming in from the west a little bit, so it's a lot clearer. We were standing here for 30-40 minutes, and she flew in and fed them, and then she flew out, and now she snuck back in here and is just kind of sitting here with her babies, keeping them warm and posing for us, so we like that. And we're at Snoqualmie Falls, Washington, at the Peregrine Falcon Eyrie. And weather was bad yesterday. I came up, I needed an umbrella, I couldn't get any photos, so well, I'll try it again today, and I'm awfully glad I did. We got a few good movies. We got movies of her feeding, and now we got her sitting here just kind of taking care of the youngsters. There's several people here today enjoying the falls, and we point out the birds to them, and they're always happy to learn about the peregrine falcon. It's quite a distance to the nest this year. It's about 200 yards, so makes it kind of difficult to see them. Like I said earlier, we got movies of the youngsters in there waiting for Mama, and then she flew in and fed them, and now we got her sitting here just kind of posing and taking care of them. The falls is really flowing heavy today. We're having our spring thaw. It doesn't bother our birds, as long as that mist doesn't roll up and give us what we call a whiteout. We're all excited about it. Came up to the falls, got to see the peregrine falcon feeding her babies, and then she flew out. I got her on the movie where she flew out, and then next time I looked, she'd snuck back into the nest, and there she is taking care of the youngsters. So they're all fed. She's kind of keeping them warm. So like I say, I'm shooting this with my Sony camcorder with a 70 extended zoom, so it's quite the distance. It's as close as I can draw it up with this little camera, I'll tell you. I'll zoom back a little bit so you get an idea how far it is. It's way over there. It's about 200 yards. That's as far as it is across the way. Now I'll start pulling it in slow. You'll get an idea how far that is. It's quite the distance. It's coming in now. There we are. That's as close as we can get. So there she is in the nest with the youngsters. I zoomed it in. Like I say, it's about 200 yards to the nest, so works out pretty good. We're having a good time with it. And when they get a little bit bigger, they'll jump around on the ledge. We'll get movies of that. But this is a good movie today because they're just little guys, and she's just kind of sitting there keeping them warm now after she fed them. So I think we'll call that good then. I'll turn it off. All that good. Enjoy the video. Bye-bye. Alright, here's our peregrine falcon. We're at Snoqualmie Falls. We're testing out the new camcorder. We have 70 extended zoom on it. She's moved to one of the other limbs. I know she probably uses this on a regular basis, but it's the first time I've seen her here, so I'm kind of excited about it. So you can see that fluorescent green lichen next to her, and here she is sitting on the limb, and she's got 3 spots here that she uses. So we're all excited about it. We're wanting to come up. Our lighting looks pretty good. I'm in the shade under the fir tree. And this will be a good test for our little camcorder. We'll see how powerful it is. Anyway, I'm going to have to go down to my car and get my spotting scope and set up on this. But I'll let this run a little bit. We'll see how close it is. I'll zoom back so you can see how far it is. I mean, this is a very powerful camera. It's 160 yards to the cliff. Here we go. Coming in slowly, slowly. Here comes that green fluorescent lichen. And she's got 3 places here she sets, and I found her on this one today. Well, there she is, the female peregrine falcon. We know that because she's 1/3 bigger than the male. The juvenile that they had this year, I think they've already have trained and taken out, and he's kind of on his own on migration. So I'll turn this off and see if we can't get a still shot. Over and out.